Welcome to our channel The Healing Spell. Today's video is on foods one should consume and those to be avoided during menstrual cycle to have a pain-free or bearable period. Eating right during your period can help balance your hormones and help especially if you struggle with PMS or premenstrual syndrome and painful periods. All the hormones in our body work together to carry out vital functions and maintain balance in the body. These hormones are influenced by many factors, including what we eat. Correct balance of the primary menstrual cycle hormones, progesterone and estrogen, is imperative not only to maintain a regular menstrual cycle but also for overall physical, mental, and emotional well-being. Specific nutrients, when consumed in sufficient quantities at the right time, can help in hormone detoxification, influence hormone activity, or promote their production. For example, a protein-rich diet helps in production of hormones. Foods such as broccoli help in detoxification process, including removal of excessive estrogen. Vitamin C helps in production of iron and cortisol, which influence our stress response, while magnesium-rich foods prevent premenstrual symptoms of water retention and lower the abdominal pain. Keeping our blood sugar levels within normal limits also contributes to overall hormone balance, reduces mood swings, provides optimal energy, and helps maintain weight, sleep, and cravings, and keeps menstruation symptoms at bay. Coming to the various phases of menstrual cycle and the appropriate food groups to choose from. Phase 1, the bleeding phase, which lasts between 4 to 7 days. The first day of menstrual cycle corresponds to the first bleeding day, where estrogen and progesterone hormone levels are at their lowest as they work towards shedding the uterine lining. Things to consider during this phase. The body has to make up for blood loss, so consuming iron-rich foods and vitamin C, which is required for iron absorption, is critical. Due to hormonal dip, the energy levels are also likely to be low, so consuming foods with low glycemic index for sustained release of energy. To reduce pain, bloating, water retention and other associated symptoms, consuming magnesium-rich food, reducing intake of salt, increasing water consumption, and avoiding foods known to cause gas and bloating, etc. So what food should one eat during the bleeding phase? Complex carbohydrates such as root vegetables like carrots and sweet potatoes, whole grains and legumes, protein-rich foods like lentils, eggs, fish, chicken, etc., which help in energy and hormone production, probiotics such as yogurt or curd for optimal gut health or intestinal health, nuts and dried fruits, seeds like sunflower seeds and pumpkin seeds, cooked sprouts, iron-rich food such as lentils, pumpkin seeds, dried prunes, dates, green leafy vegetables like spinach, amaranthus, etc. Vitamin C-rich food which aid in iron absorption such as oranges, red bell peppers, pineapples, strawberries, broccoli, cauliflower, mangoes, etc. Magnesium-rich foods such as nuts, seeds, mushrooms, chickpeas, seafood, spinach, etc. help in easing the cramp pain. Dark chocolate, which is antioxidant rich and helps increase endorphin release, the feel-good hormone. And B vitamins, which are present in whole grains, meat, eggs, and dairy products for reducing breast tenderness, clotting, cramps, and migraines. What food should one avoid during the bleeding phase? Excessively salty food has to be avoided as salt consumption increases water retention and thereby increases the severity of bloating in swollen feet. Processed food should be avoided and deep fried stuff should also be avoided during this phase. Phase 2 or the follicular phase between day 5 to 13. During this phase, the hormone levels begin to raise and the egg follicles mature in preparation of ovulation. Also, the uterine lining has to heal. The things to consider: during this phase, the body feels more energized, so it is the ideal time to start with exercise. It is also ideal time to consume whatever you crave for, good source of carbohydrates, proteins and fats. What foods to eat? Good carbohydrate sources like oats, brown rice, fruits, fibrous vegetables, lentils, salad vegetables, etc. for sustained energy levels. Protein-rich foods such as eggs, yogurt, seafood, soybean, nuts, chicken, etc. to aid in production of follicular stimulating hormone for ovulation or release of the egg. Also, consuming fiber-rich food keeps the colon clean and toxin-free. During this phase, you can fulfill your cravings as most food are pretty safe. Coming to the phase 3 or ovulation phase between days 14 to 16, once the egg has matured, the body goes into ovulatory phase under the influence of raised estrogen, wherein a mature egg is released into the uterus. Things to consider: body temperature increases during this phase and the body requires more energy to accommodate this. Also, higher levels of estrogen during this phase can bring about symptoms like breast tenderness, increased spots, water retention, weight gain, etc. So, consuming foods and nutrients that support the liver to remove estrogen is preferred. Foods such as broccoli, onions, garlic and radishes are known to remove excess estrogen from the body. Also, many women feel loss of appetite during this phase, so consuming high quality food is preferable. Fiber-rich foods like oats, nuts, flax seeds, whole grain, bread and cereal help in colon cleansing to get rid of toxins. Foods like potatoes, avocado, broccoli, eggs and fresh fruits and nuts provide sufficient energy and nutrients even when consumed in small quantities. Vitamin B rich foods like whole grain breads and pasta, rice to support energy production, mood and hormone regulation. During the fourth phase, that is the luteal or premenstrual phase, 17 to 28 days, the hormone levels reach their peak and many women experience PMS around this time. Things to consider: many women experience water retention, swollen breasts, bloating and mood swings during this phase. So, it is better to avoid food high in salt, high in sugar, processed food, etc. Many women experience severe cravings, especially for high carbohydrate foods like sweets and oily fried stuff. Make sure that these are completely avoided and instead go for complex carbohydrates like brown rice, pasta or whole bread. Also, for sweet cravings, go for naturally sweet fruits or vegetables like sweet pumpkin or sweet potatoes, etc. B vitamins have shown to play a role in producing serotonin, which controls hunger. Also, magnesium is great nutrient to help relieve and prevent painful cramps and other symptoms of PMS. So, foods to eat during this phase: magnesium-rich foods like nuts, seeds, mushrooms, seafood such as salmon and tuna, green leafy vegetables like spinach, kale, asparagus, amaranthus, etc. help with cramps. Vitamin B rich sources like whole grains, meat, eggs and dairy products control your food cravings and are also good sources of slow release carbohydrates and proteins. Sesame seeds are known to regulate menstrual cycle and fourth phase is ideal for their consumption. Dark green leafy vegetables like spinach and amaranthus for iron sources. Berries and fruits for nutrient support plus vitamin C rich food for better iron absorption. Dark chocolate as a mood enhancer. Turmeric, a natural antiseptic agent, has also been recommended in ancient scriptures. Food to avoid: it is best to avoid caffeine and alcohol, as these stimulants can aggravate PMS related symptoms of anxiety, mood swings, water retention, pain, etc. They also interfere with absorption of essential vitamins and minerals required for optimal menstrual health. Avoid all processed foods, refined sugar, fried stuff, etc. during this phase. Making appropriate lifestyle and food changes according to the physiological processes of the body is the key for healthy and disease-free living. Do try these tips and let us know in the comment section below as to how these small inclusions in your diet helped you have a pain-free period. Please like, share and subscribe and click the bell icon for notifications. See you all soon with yet another video. Till then, take care and keep smiling. Bye-bye.